St. Martin, our people, we have to work together, you know. So moving forward,
You just need to get back to basics, and from there you could see everything.
Do not settle for less in life. And entrepreneurship is the best way to go. Working for yourself, 2 thumbs up. A blessed and wonderful good afternoon to our amazing St. Martin family and our SOS family all around the world. Welcome to your program, Strictly Business. I'm your host, Mr. Brian Barry, alongside your co-host, Mr. Julian Rolax Jr. Call up a friend, call up a family member, call up somebody and tell them it's another beautiful day here on the Friendly Island. And you got to tune in to the #1 radio station, which is SOS Radio 95.9 FM. Every Sunday from 12 to 12:30 p.m. You got your boy Strictly Business in the house. Before we get started, of course, we like to shout out and thank all our sponsors that make this program possible. And of course, a big shout out to all the loyal listeners that we have that greet us and tell us, you know, they enjoy the program and they love it. Keep up the good work. We appreciate you guys so much. If you're looking to do some grocery shopping today or during the week, you got to go and visit the Aki Supermarket located right there on the Illidge Road for all your grocery shopping needs today. Go and visit the Aki Supermarket. And if you want that fresh haircut for the fathers, for the ladies, for the children, for anybody, go and visit the Los Mejores Barbershop. They are located conveniently right there on the Illidge Road as well to get that fresh haircut. And during the week, if you're thinking movies, you got to think the video block for all the latest movies and entertainment that you need. Get all the latest movies right there at the video block, open from Monday to Saturday, 5:30 p.m. until 10 p.m. They got a special still 30 movies for $30. You get loaded on your USB or your hard drive. Also, they got a great selection of PS4 games as well. So if you're thinking movies, think the video block. And for some great tasting food, we got some spots for you. We got Jerky's. Jerky's Tiki Hut located right there on the Illidge Road for some great tasting barbecue chicken and ribs, some good Johnny cake as well. Also, we got another Jerky's Tiki Hut by the Plaza Casino as well. And over the hill, we got Caribbean Jerky's, which are open late for that great tasting food. They are located right across the Megaplex Cinemas for that great tasting barbecue food. Not forgetting right there on the Pondfield, we got the Fat Boy Jimmy, the original Fat Boy, for some great tasting barbecue as well. We also like to thank GEBE, our water and electricity company. Jimmy, we thank you so much for your continued support. And also, we got another spot for apartments or commercial spaces. #1 place to call is J&J Properties. Give them a call today at 588-1216. That is J&J Properties, 588-1216. And for all your electronic needs, your flat screen TV, your surround system, you got to go and visit the Bold Chance Electronic Store. They're located right there on Front Street. Thank you so much, Bold Chance. And also for some great tasting food, we got Stasha's Restaurant located right next to Aki Supermarket. Give them a call today at 550-9108 or 524-9834. Stasha's Restaurant. And also Supreme Supermarkets, it's in the house as well on the corner of Arch Road, Hispaniola Road. #1 Supreme Supermarket in your area for all your grocery shopping needs today. Thank you so much to all our sponsors. Brother Rolax in the house. Blessings, my brother.
Morning, brother. How you doing?
How you keeping?
Good, man. Good.
First thing we gotta say is Happy Father's Day to you.
To you too.
Happy Father's Day to the senior.
Happy Father's Day to the senior.
To all the fathers out there.
To Billy D.
The special men, exactly.
The captain, you know.
To all the great fathers out there. It's our day.
It's our day. Happy Father to all my good friends out there who are fathers.
Absolutely.
You know, and all the fathers in the world. You know, Brian.
And making things happen.
That's a discussion we're gonna have today, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's a discussion.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have today.
It should have been Father's Month, right?
Yeah.
We don't need a day now, man. We need a month now.
But it's a big discussion, Brian.
Yeah.
You know, what is a father?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What is a father and what is the role of a father? You know, that is a discussion. I was just talking to my wife this morning, you know, that my father was, I learned a lot from my father. The first thing I learned is to take care of your family. That's one of the top things that I learned in the house. Take care of your family. You know, it's very important. You know, but you know, I ask myself sometimes, Brian, how, let's say for example, if my father's an example, his father never took care of him, never left nothing behind for him. You know? And my father's legacy always say leave something behind for your kids also. And that was also in the Bible,
Correct.
You know, generational wealth. And I just ask myself, you know, who told him that he have to take care of his
Correct,
family?
correct.
You know,
How did
which
he
is
learn
something
that?
good, but
Yeah.
he just said he on his own.
Mm-hmm.
He put in his mind that, boy, I'm going to take care of my family and send my kids to school. I don't know if you follow me.
Of
you
course,
know?
of course.
Because if you see how it goes in the world now, you know, it happens that indeed some men break that let's say curse. Meaning, I'm going to take care of my family. I'm going to learn my son to take care of his family. You know, but have some men, they just keep going on. You know, they make children and they move.
Correct.
You know, I
Correct.
don't know about your experience with your father.
Yeah, my experience with my father is terrific up to this day, you know. He did everything for me. I was fortunate to have him and still have him in my life.
His parents, how was his experience with his parents? With his father?
The same. Yes, mom and dad were
Took
there.
care of
Yeah,
wow,
took care of them.
That was great.
And a lot of children. Not 1, 2, not 3. A lot.
A
Over
lot.
10.
Yeah, no. When my
Yeah,
father,
so-
his father was not there. You see, his
But
my
see,
grandmother
that's why it's
grew him up,
important to have
and his brothers.
good role models in the community.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
sometimes it's not the person's father that showed them the example, but they saw it somewhere.
Yeah,
You know, and they said they're not going to be like how their father was. They want to be like that other person who's doing the right thing.
Yeah,
So it's good
yeah.
to be a good example out there.
yeah.
You know,
If we
encourage others.
Yeah. You know, and whenever I feel also as a son, as a father, if you see something in your mind, if you have something that your father did that wasn't the way you liked it or was not correct, you can fix that with your sons. You know, meaning do it different.
Do it different.
You know what I'm saying? You know, in our case, you know, my father was back and forth. You know, and my mother told me it's best to stay one place. You know, it's good for your family to keep it 100 together. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you know that's it happens. You know, you say my mother told me this is the mistake she believes that we did. So make sure you don't do that mistake.
Correct.
You know?
And of course, for your father, I'm sure he had his reasons.
Yeah.
Because maybe if he wasn't back and forth, you wouldn't have the practice that
Exactly.
you have right
Exactly.
here.
Yeah.
You know, so he did it for his reason.
He did it for his reason.
Yeah,
You know?
otherwise, he'd have been Curacao
You
alone.
can't have it both ways.
Correct.
You know,
Correct.
you can't have it both
We
ways.
as men, we have to have some type of vision to see in advance, listen, what I have to do so my family don't have to go through what I go
that.
through.
Yes.
So there's
yes.
certain decisions and things you have to make, certain sacrifices.
Yeah, there's certain sacrifices you have to take.
And like you said, the generational wealth is all about you working very hard now so your next generation don't have to.
Don't have to. Yes.
You
Or they can inherit
Correct.
something.
Correct.
You know, inherit something.
Correct.
But why I find my father was a remarkable character because, as I say, he was on his own. Nobody took care of him when he was a little boy. Well, his mother really was raising them, you know. And I believe a boy, son, you know, even a girl, the father needs to be in his life.
Absolutely.
You know, when I was a very young age, my mother, every time, you know, I get out of line, my father fall in place. You know, and that was, I give thanks today because it was important. It was very important to have my father right there. You know, it is something great. You know, when you have your father, and I see it in my sons also. You know, I see it in my sons, where that whenever I say something, they understand.
It's a big difference.
There's a big difference,
Yes,
and when the
it's a
mother
big
says something,
difference, a big difference.
you know. So
Yeah.
that is very important.
When a mother speaks at time, you as a child, I could remember even growing up, when your mother speak, you obey her, yes, but you obey her on a longer timeline.
Yeah.
You feel
Yeah.
you have a lot of leeway. You know, she said do
Yeah.
something, okay, just
Yeah,
you know,
a little
you take your
later.
late time, you go do it. You're gonna do it, but you're gonna take
Yeah.
your time.
Yeah.
When daddy said to do something, you're standing up, you're getting up one time.
Yeah, yeah. And one thing
No.
I was also, I
We
would
see it happen
I would
every
start, take care of your family,
Yeah.
and don't leave nobody walk over you.
Correct.
That was something I would start, you know. Even when I go school, you know, maybe my mother would tell me, yeah, go tell the teacher. My father would tell me, you can't always go tell the teacher. If they push you gotta push them back. You know, it's not an aggressive way, but I learned during the years when I grew up that you have to stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
Now, for example, I'm not gonna fight you with my face grind, but you know, I have to stand up for myself.
Absolutely.
You know, I can't leave you just walk over me.
Absolutely. That's how a man teaches a man.
That's how a man. Yeah, that's
You
how a
understand?
man
That's
teaches a man.
what a man is being
So
about.
I teaching my son also the same thing, you know, because if you go to school at a very young age, you go to school and they push you today, they push you tomorrow, keep pushing you every day. The day you push them back, they're gonna stop. Because they're gonna say, boy, don't mess with him because he gonna
And
push you
sometimes in
back.
certain instances they become your friend.
Yep, they become your friend also.
because this dude he got some cojones. You know, he's standing up.
Yeah, he have some.
He's not a whip.
What are the key factors that you learned from your father on your side?
Well, I put it this way, right? A man in this way, in these two words, a man, a father should be a PP. When I say a PP, we call the penis when a smaller PP, right? And those two P's stand for something. A provider and a protector.
Yeah.
You understand? That's the two most things the father should be. Provide for his family, protect his family. Anything else you get from a father is a plus, is a bonus.
Yeah.
If your father is there to encourage you, you understand, showing you love, a lot of love, all of that's a plus. That's a father taking in some more factors that mostly that the mothers do, because the mothers are the nurturers. You understand? Father, he want to protect, he want to, provide. Once he's doing that, he feel, yeah, I'm a man. But any bonus in that society right now, we need more than those two P's. You understand? We need men to be more loving, more understanding, more encouraging. You understand? And as a father, my father, he did all that. I fortunate my father, he still is today a bus driver.
Yeah.
And I could say maybe 3-4 generations he took to school. And up to this day, I have older people when they see me, boy, your father took me to school, and I'm like, wow. You know,
Oh,
and he took me to school as
Yeah.
well. So I was fortunate to not only have him in the house, but on my way to school, on my way home, even if I'm in town, I get in a lift home because I just wait for my father. So me and him, we had a great connection, and today I still see that even with his grandkids. You understand? I could remember me being a young age, and he would just have us in the bus with him in the front seat and take us around because my mom had to work or whatever. So we would always be there with our father. And up to this day, he does that with the grandchildren.
Yeah.
And they love him. They love him. You will hear them, bye. They love him. I have a late nephew there. He would die for my father.
Yeah, that's
Understand?
That's great.
He would
Yeah.
die for him.
That's one of the first things. That's why, like you said, the PP.
Yeah.
The provider and the protector.
Protector.
Right? That's the 1st thing that. Cause if something happened in the house, you have to get up and
Absolutely.
look at it, You have to get up and see what happened. Another discussion was, I was not really discussion. I was talking. If, for example, Brian, they say they have sperm donors. Now, I see situations when, let's say, a father is not with a mother, and no matter how you cut it, that will always affect a relationship with you and your
Absolutely.
son.
I see where you're going with that, and I see that happening, and they say it with so much passion as if it's a normal thing. The women today,
Yeah.
the young ladies today, they blatantly say it as a normal thing. Oh father, he just palm down on.
Yeah.
And the sad thing is that the child is barely a year, and the man is not involved. And it's not one, it's not two, it's happening to many.
No, but what I wanted to say is,
Uh-huh.
if a father doesn't send money for his child, just giving one example, the mother would say he's a deadbeat. He doesn't send money to the child. But now, if the father sends money to take care of his child, will he still be considered as the father? Because sometimes they will say, well, it's only money he's sending.
Correct. Exactly.
You understand where I'm going?
I got you.
And I think and I was talking to my wife, well, it depends the situation, because sometimes, let's say the mother don't want the father to be around her, and she just be with the son, but he still wants to give his part to take care of the son, and for women sometimes nothing is enough,
Exactly.
but he cannot be there. He would want to be there, but he can't be there because the mother maybe is trying to vengeance him.
It is a fact, and it is a strangest situation that we have. I guess not only as American but globally.
That's globally.
That it's not about the child or the children anymore. It becomes a personal something.
thing, yeah.
It's about the mother. It's about the woman. What she wants. And if she ain't getting it, then she spites the man. And it shouldn't be that way, because each person has to remember when the relationship used to be sweet. You understand? What happened that you and this person conceived this child? The relationship used to be sweet.
Yeah.
Right? So even though it's not the same anymore, the child that is involved now should get that love from both, and should have both of you involved. Not only what you could get from the father. And then, if the father doesn't give, they tell the child what the father isn't doing to put the child against the father.
Yeah.
Which
That happens a lot
which
too.
is not good. It's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. If you wanna say you're a great parent and raise a good child, even if the father is not in their life, particularly living with you, make sure the father is involved. Make sure the father is a phone call away. Make sure the father know. I know
How's going to school?
in certain situations the father don't even know what school the child going to, you know.
Yeah.
And that's ridiculous. The father should be a phone call away that he knows what his daughter or son is up to and what's going on. Not only when a problem come, you call the father, listen, come take care of your son, come take care of your daughter. It's too late. It's too late. The child should understand from a young age, I have two parents. I was brought into this world by a mother and a father. Unfortunately, my mother living with me alone, or my father is not. But I know where my father is. I know what he does and what he does for me. Not that they hear it, oh, your father in this, oh, your father in that.
Yeah.
It kills the society that we have now. Right now we have too much. When I say single parents, of course we know we got more single moms and single dads.
Yeah, because let me talk about the dads too, you know.
Mhm.
Indeed, we have a lot of fathers, let's say fathers that doesn't take care of their children either, because they make children here, they make children there. And that was one thing I was taught also at home, Brian. You know, from a very young age, don't make children left, right, and center. You know, it's gonna, your life, it can make your life.
Yeah, because it's stretching you thin.
It's stretch, yes.
You can't focus.
You can't focus.
But
yeah.
kudos to the men that do have children more than one place and they're taking care
And
of
they
all.
take care of all, yes.
You see,
Yes.
you know how they get to take care of all? Because the woman leave the window open so they could do that.
But I believe,
But
Brian, it's
majority
still
of-
very difficult too.
But majority of men would tell you, ain't me, you know, ain't me, I want to do this and I want to do that. It's the woman.
But I believe though, Brian, if you have 4 or 5 children, it is very difficult to take care of all of them on the same level. I don't know what you think about
Well,
that.
it can never be on the same
If
level
you're a working
because,
man,
because you're living with some and
Yes.
some you're not.
Yes.
But they do
maybe you're not
have,
living with none either.
right, but they do have men, my brother. They take care of all.
Yeah.
They take care of all.
Yeah.
You know, once the woman isn't giving them the headache, they will do what they have to do.
Yeah.
You know, they will do what they have to do.
But I believe still, Brian, that you know they must have a certain, well, to me, certain point that you say, okay, is enough. you
Of
know?
course.
Is enough, because if you making children here, there, left, right, you know, what are you achieving? You know what I'm saying? What are you achieving? You're gonna be up and down, and sometimes, like I said just now, Brian, you will always get the baby mama drama.
Of course.
You know? You will always get that.
Of course.
Because they have some women also that they get a child with a man, and even though that they're not together, the ladies still have some type of feelings for the man.
Of course.
You know, every time she see the child, you know, she thinks on him, you know, and when he's over there with another woman now, he got another child.
It's a sense of spite because a woman would feel she's not good enough.
Yeah.
I wasn't good
And
enough,
she-
your child ain't good enough.
And she will be with that,
You-
on most cases, she's with the child.
Yeah, but you see how they feel. I ain't good enough and your child ain't good enough. Whether it's a boy or girl, because look, he got there, next one over there.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's
So
how they
they're gonna feel-
And then they feel, oh, so that child more important
Yeah.
because that child is living with you and that child will get, you know, X amount of stuff. Because they are not in, they are out now. You know, so they would always have that spite, and then they it's sad to see then the women voting against each other because one wants to feel more important than the other.
Yeah.
But if we put all of that aside and you let the man be the man and take care of his children, you wouldn't have no
Yeah.
issue. But because it's out of that spite, that love, that I ain't important as the other, we have the issue. It's not about the children. It don't be about the children anymore.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
Because he
Yeah.
gonna get next one. And who she think she be? She child more important than my child?
What
So
about
the spite plays a big role and messes up a lot of families.
What about that messes up a lot of families, and also what about the families that the how you say, like couples that can't conceive a child, you know, a man basically can't become a father,
Mhm,
you know,
mhm.
that also is rough.
Of course.
And that also can break families.
Yes,
you know,
yes, yes.
Because sometimes it becomes a frustration.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
so maybe the gentleman.
But it, of course it is, right? But again, you have to have a powerful, strong mindset just about life, loving life. Because remember, before a child comes into play, you're with this woman and you love this woman.
Yeah.
That's what's important right there. Then, as a husband and wife or boyfriend, girl, whatever the case may be, if you can't conceive, then again you gotta have good high belief in God.
Yeah.
That's what God wanted. But that don't make you less of a man, meaning you don't have a nephew or you don't have a godchild or somebody that you could play an important, pivotal part in their life. You understand? Because sometimes when you think it's all about you it's kind of a selfish type of attitude. Oh, why I can't make or why I can't get. But if you have a strong belief in God and knowing that, hey, this is what God wants, but yes, you have a godchild, you have a goddaughter, you have a nephew, you have a niece. If you could play that pivotal role in their life, sometimes you're more important than their father itself.
That's true.
Because you're being
always look at it in a positive
yeah,
way.
because you're being a great role model. That's what it's all about, huh?
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. You doing your part as a man. At the end of the day, what makes you a man ain't about your children, you know. Remember?
You put me in mind of my wife and her father, meaning her uncle also was like a role of a father in her life, you know. And her uncle don't have no children, but
There you go.
You know?
What makes you a man is what you do
yeah,
in society as well. What you do, because sometimes a father, a man could be a father to maybe a whole community because of who this man is. And they have their own father, you know, but they rather go to this gentleman because this is the type of father I was looking for that I don't have. And
but
I do have.
I think it's still for the women mostly I believe I've seen articles and videos, you know, it's more frustrating for them.
That they can't conceive.
Yeah,
It's harder,
yeah,
of course,
yeah, it's
of course,
harder.
of course.
I think for a man it's hard too.
Yeah.
Because, you know, sometimes they have religions, well, not religion, let me not say religions, like, how do you say? Like countries, let's say, like China and certain countries, you know, they would want a boy child.
Correct.
You know,
Correct,
a boy
correct,
child.
correct.
And if they can't conceive it, it's like you know, it's like they can't live with that. You know, it's something that harasses them, you know, and because whatever they want to leave behind, they want to leave it for their son, you know. I mean, it's different scenarios, but you know, if you read and watch certain things, you know, and you get another part too, maybe men would say, you know, your own, it is still your own, it is your blood. They would like to see their own child, you know, something that they created themselves.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? You know, but it is different scenarios, and like you say, as long as you love that person, you all have to stay together.
Yeah.
Like you just said. You know, like you just
yeah.
say. Even though it is rough, but y'all stay together. But nowadays, Brian, you know, there's different ways that you can conceive a child.
As
you
well,
know,
yeah.
Meaning, go to doctors and different type of. They have a way even that your sperm and the lady egg can go in somebody and carry it.
Correct.
Because they have women that also can't carry a child.
Correct.
You know?
Surrogate, I think
Yes.
surrogate mothers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Anytime they reach to 2-3 months,
Yeah, miscarriage.
miscarriage.
Yeah, that's
Anytime
sad
in
too.
2-3 months,
Yeah.
miscarriage.
Yeah.
You know, when a woman is pregnant, I remember when my wife was pregnant the first time, my father told me, boy, stay and pray because in prayer,
Anything is possible.
because so much things can go wrong. And again, we as human beings, we sometimes take these things for granted.
Yes.
Because there's women out there, crying, boy, they're making children.
Bro,
Like
listen, that's the thing, you gotta be pro-life again. I don't take nothing for granted.
yeah.
There's certain times I just sitting down by my DVD store and I ask myself, why would I do if I had no left hand, boy? Just out of the blue,
boy,
just out of
yes,
the blue, I
boy.
take on that.
No, it's true.
What would
It's
I
true.
do if I had no left hand? Honestly, it has hit me like, wow.
Or something that right now, Billy D on the radio, he
It's
says,
crazy.
Billy D say, sit down in your room once and close your eyes. Do like you're blind for 1 minute. A blind man, brother.
Yeah.
So imagine
bro.
if you was blind.
Yes, that's what. I just appreciate it. Give me goosebumps right now. I love life. I love what I could have do, what I could achieve, and say who I could help.
And you know, sometimes
it is what it is.
We stress on certain things
that ain't called for.
That ain't called for.
Ain't called for.
Indeed, because there's so much that we can do, you know.
And there's a saying that you have to, in life, this is a saying that you got to live by too. Whatever you going through, always remember, somebody else got it worse.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
That's a fact.
Father always tell me that.
That's a fact. If you could always remember that, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Because whatever you going through, somebody got it worse. And the last
but sometimes it's rough, you know, Brian.
Bro, I don't care how rough it get, because you know why I don't care how rough it get? Because the last thing I told a lady this at time, she said, wow, she never really thought about that. The longest thing you're gonna do in this life is what? Live. Mm-hmm. That's it, huh? That's the longest thing you're gonna do, we gonna do in this life. Live. So if I'm still alive, I'm good.
Yeah. Once you got life,
that's it.
You're good.
Because at the end is death. That's it. That's the worst. That's the worst.
Everything finishes there.
That's the worst case scenario right there. Death. So God give us wisdom, and when your loved one dies, that's it. You cry, you get over that. That's it. They gone, but you still alive.
You still here.
There's no, for me, bro. There's no pity parties type of thing, you know. I'm so like, wow, accident happened, bam bam. Okay. It happens.
Yeah.
You understand? But bro, we just have to be more responsible.
Yeah. As men, Brian, we have to be more responsible.
And we have the opportunity now.
As we hear in SOS also, you know, anytime you go and you have sexual relations with a woman, a child can be conceived.
Yes.
So keep that in mind.
Yes.
But
bro, that makes me shake my head again.
Why?
You know why? Because people are, I just said be responsible. People nowadays are being so irresponsible.
Yeah.
The majority of children that are conceived right here on this island ain't about condom break or condom loss.
It's just because
they ain't using
none. Yeah. But you know, before we go, Brian, you know what is so sad still?
I don't get that.
You know what is so sad and
that.
which made me really think, you know, my grandfather on my mother's side, he has a lot of children, bro. Maybe 50 something go up. You know, and it's to show you, up to this day, Brian, I have uncles and aunts that my grandfather died. Don't forgive him for how he treated them.
Okay.
You know, it is something really, it is rough. It is really rough. That's to show you that you can have fun and do all your things that you have to do. But remember, that child is going to grow up one day, and that child is going to remember that man never took care of me. You know, that man made me walk in the sun, and he driving a nice little taxi, go down the road, pick up a nice women them. You know, it had an effect on me because I see it.
Yeah.
You know, I see it when he died. You know, had sons and that he didn't come. Didn't want to lift up the dead. The casket. He was looking around for people to lift it up.
Yeah, wow. You know, and all them children got.
I'm telling you.
Wow, that's crazy.
So that's to show you, life is something that you have to be responsible, like you say, responsible and do your things right. You know, none of us ain't perfect, but you try to take care of your children.
Yeah. Very important for the men out there. There's consequences to your
actions.
actions.
Like I say, the consequences, because when you walk around with your big chest, that you're a big man, they're gonna reach a day that you're gonna be an old fella sitting down in that chair.
Yeah. Somebody had a post on Facebook I saw, I can't remember who it was, but they said today, a lot of fathers gonna be now begging the mothers to take pictures of the children.
Yeah.
But we
say that for Happy Father's
Day. Yeah, but honestly though, where they was all the time.
All the time.
You understand what I'm saying?
And you're gonna see a lot of people pretending too. Anyhow, Brian, we had a nice little program today about fathers. I just hope that St. Martin and the fathers out there learn something during this program. St. Martin, thank you, Brian.
Fathers, happy Father's Day once again from Strictly Business straight to you. Keep in mind, every day, not just today, but be positive. Be that provider, be protective, take care of your family, be loving. If you're not started, it's never too late. Have some type of understanding with the woman, your child mother, and make it your business to be a responsible father. Take care of your family, take care of your children, take care of yourself. Okay, St. Martin, that's our time for today. Remember, life is all about choices. So be careful who you choose and what you choose, because time waits on no one. Until next time, strictly business.